Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have got a video today for you about fragrances for dates, and this isn't just a whole load of fragrances that I think you should wear to dates, because I think when it comes to what you wear on a date, especially early dating, here comes the cat, especially early dating, then the biggest priority is to choose something that makes you feel like you, because number one, it's a bloody cat, she wants feeding even though she's not long eaten. Oh, she's gone now. The number one priority you want on a date is to be 100% yourself if you can. It's difficult actually, I find it quite difficult to be 100% myself when there's a little bit of nerves going on and stuff like that. And if you like someone, for me there's this inclination to try to be, I don't know, what people want me to be, and it's something I need to work on. So I think the cat is now picking up the carpet and oh my god. I think when it comes to being on a date and trying to be yourself, then that means you dress like yourself. So for example, I am not going to be wearing big, tall, high heels. It's just not me. It's not something I ever do. I might occasionally wear a smaller heel for a special event, but I'm just not going to strut out there in clothes that don't suit me and my personality and my lifestyle. And the same goes with perfume. I think perfume needs to fit you. So this, as I say, is a list of fragrances I will be considering wearing on dates. In actual fact, two of them I've worn on recent dates because I have a third date coming up tonight. I'm going out for an Indian, very much looking forward to it. Very nice gentleman, so wish me luck. And so for me to smell my best and to feel my most comfortable and to feel at my best, I have to choose a perfume that really fits me and not something that's too out there, too weird, not something that maybe I'll only, because I have fragrances in my collection that are a little bit strange or a little bit heavy, that I only choose on very specific occasions. But for this purpose, I want to choose things that are a little more normal for a normal person and that are sort of enticing, I guess, and pretty. So these are the fragrances I've chosen for these dates, and we're talking now, the season here is, we're just sort of like at the drag end of winter going into a very wet spring, I think. So weather wise it's not freezing cold, but it's also not exactly summer like. So these are sort of like mid-season kind of fragrances, and they would be different if it was in the middle of summer. So I'm going to start with the one that I'm actually wearing right now. This is going to be my date night scent for tonight for the Indian restaurant. This is called Le Plus Beau Jour de ma vie, and it's by Guerlain. I just have this much left now in this small atomizer. I did have the B bottle, and then that I would put into here to use. And I've already put some on earlier, but I'm going to refresh now. It's got an hour to sit. Something I like to do is not spray and then leave to go on the date, because the initial top of a perfume can be really quite strong and intense. And also, generally speaking, for the majority of fragrances, they smell better when they've had a little bit of time on the skin. So Le Plus Beau Jour de ma vie, I have spoken about it on numerous occasions over the years. Pretty sure there's a full review out there. And I think I've even compared it to the extract, but neither of them are available anymore as far as I'm aware. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I kind of don't want to be without this. So if it's something that is available at a Guerlain boutique in Paris, it might be something I would buy another bottle of. So let me know if you know. I know there are some proper Guerlain experts out there. This one, when you spray it, has a slightly spicy aniseed smell to it, which I think, it's not an official note, but the whole fragrance is supposed to be about a sort of a French wedding, inspired by French weddings, because there's sugared almond note in there, as well as a bouquet of orange blossom. And yeah, to me, I think there's pastis. So the French drink pastis, which is that licorice liqueur they often drink with water. I feel like there's a hint of that. It's only in the opening, and it's a little bit sweet. So it's a little sweet, spicy, slightly aniseedy. And then you have this gorgeous orange blossom. I think there's some other florals as well. But lots and lots of vanilla. Really vanillic, without being overwhelmingly vanilla, but quite vanillic, but the most delectable vanilla in the world ever. And this lovely clean musk mixing in, and it's like slightly powdery, really beautiful. And yeah, I felt like wearing this one today. I don't wear it too often. So I'm going to now talk to you about fragrances I've already worn on my, I wonder who that is. I have already worn on the 2 dates I've already been on. So we'll start with the one I wore on our first date, and we did meet online, so I wasn't sure. I mean, over the years I've done online dating, and my rate of going to a second date with people is very, very low. I just don't think you can really get the measure of someone from a few messages online, or even if you have a phone conversation first. Still, so I had basically had low expectations, but that's not relevant to the perfume choice. I wore my favourite perfume, or pretty much one of my top favourite perfumes in the world, and that was Unspoken Musk from Francesca Bianchi. And this one I made sure to spray a good probably hour and a half before the date, because I just think it gets better and better the longer you wear it. And the opening with the civet in there, sort of animalic, is a bit strange in the opening, but the dry down is amazing. The dry down is almost Guerlain-esque, so it is iris and vanilla and powder and musk, but there's immortelle in there, which is kind of an unusual note, but it smells to me a bit maple syrupy. And as I say, in the opening you do have some animalic element to it, which is probably not going to be for everyone, but yeah, for me it is very me, this perfume, but I definitely need to spray it quite well in advance before going out on a date. Oh, and then, so that was for drinks, and then we just met quickly for dogging. Not really. We met for a walk in the park and a coffee and just a bit of a chat. So and for that it was daytime. It was a fairly nice-ish day, and I wore my new bottle of Old Paris. So this is a vintage bottle of Paris from Yves Saint Laurent, and I wanted something a bit lighter, a little bit fresh. That's really annoying me now. Sake. Turn that off. That is not him, by the way. It's I've actually got a message from Guerlain. There's still time to shop for Mother's Day gifts and jet to holiday. So yeah, I'll put it on silent now. Paris is a lighter, fresher kind of fragrance I think for the daytime. And it's mostly a powdery rose and violet, a little bit sweet. There's some sandalwood, there's some other florals, there might be some spices. There's a whole ton of notes in there, but it's not a massive projector. I think, well, it can be if you overspray it. I kept it really light because I didn't want it to be overwhelming. And yeah, really pretty. I got a nice compliment on that, and also on Unspoken Musk. So he approves. So they were the fragrances I've already worn on dates, and then these are the ones I would wear on dates if and when they happen. This one is a given, really, for me to smell like myself and to be really, really comfortable in my own skin. It is Hush Hush from 4160 Tuesdays. This was my collaboration with Sarah McCartney from the brand. This is the EDT, and I would choose this for a daytime date. any kind of daytime date, I think. But I mean, it would be lovely in if spring actually arrives and gets quite nice. It would make a lovely picnic in the park kind of fragrance, or you know, day down to the coast. The EDT is the freshest of the three, and it's my personal favourite. I feel like I get all the nuances of the perfume, all the musk and the iris and this sort of like papery cigarette box note. It's a little bit of red fruit and a tiny bit of rose, there's violet, and it's just really lovely. And yeah, the EDT is nice and fresh, and I just think it's such a perfect daytime kind of light-hearted perfume. It's not really like a big, you know, come here, let me grab you. It's not sexual, it's not too out there, but it's pretty, and I do think it's enticing because of all the lovely muskiness about it. Now I'm going to pull out the big guns. This is Hera from Papillon Perfumery. This one, this would probably be a nighttime perfume for me, and it feels so special that it wouldn't just be, I don't know, I don't know, it wouldn't be like a crappy little pub. I don't know, like hopefully your date won't take you to a crappy little pub. I don't know what I'm talking about. This just feels so damn special that sometimes I don't know when I can wear it, but I love it so much, and sometimes I do just wear it for me and I end up going to Asda's, and that's fine. But Hera it has the most beautiful iris note running through it. Gorgeous bouquet. You've got orange blossom and jasmine, and I think there's some rose as well. It's sort of a chypre-esque fragrance, but it's not, doesn't really go green, but you do smell a little bit of the oak moss and the patchouli in the dry down, but it also feels like there's some notes in there that sweeten it up, so they take it more into a floriental direction. So it's almost like oriental meets chypre. Just absolutely amazing perfume. I really, really love it. Very lots of gorgeous natural materials in here, but blended to absolute perfection. It is such a beautiful perfume. So yeah, that one is Hera. This one is Joyeuse Tubereuse, so it's another Guerlain. Joyeuse Tubereuse, and there it is. I was considering this one for today, but I've decided to stick with the other Guerlain. But Joyeuse Tubereuse is not a big, fat, blousy, brassy, blonde in your face tuberose. It's a little bit green, but it's almost like tuberose meets jasmine and calms the fuck down. So it's not really loud tuberose. It's a sort of a floral accord of tuberose is one of the main notes, but very much tamed, I think, and a little tiny bit stemmy with this green accord, or the greenness of the tuberose perhaps, and then the typical Guerlain sort of sweet powdery base, which I love. And so yeah, this is a gorgeous perfume, very, I think, quite sort of flirty and feminine, and I would wear this day or night on a date. Now this one. This is Chanel 31 Rue Cambon. I would put this in the same ballpark as Hera in that it's sort of a chypre, but kind of a little bit more on the sweeter end. It's a chypre for people that don't like chypres. It's an ylang ylang perfume with a glorious iris as well, and a sort of chypre dry down. There's no oak moss, but I feel like there is a tiny bit of oak moss. It's not listed, but I feel like there is a little bit of oak moss in the base. Really long lasting, really sunshiny. When I first spray it, it makes me think of lemon bonbons. Is it lemon bonbons? Lemon sherbets, that kind of lemon sweets. So it's kind of like, I guess there's citruses in the opening, possibly bergamot. It's not exactly lemony, but it's sort of like sugary, lemony, and then this glorious ylang ylang, and it's just so smooth with this, and this amazing iris running through it. and as I say, lasts like more than 12 hours on my skin. I can wear this on a night shift or a day shift, and it will take me through the entire shift, which is 12 hours plus longer. So amazing. So I guess if you were going to go on a really long day, this one will take you through the full course. I would wear this day or night, but it might be a little bit heavy on a really hot day. I would probably go quite light on the sprays for daytime, and then nighttime depends where I'm going, what's going on, how busy the place is. The busier and the louder the place, the busier and the louder my perfume. So that's 31 Rue Cambon. I think it really speaks like it's classy, it's really sophisticated. So I would choose this for a more classy situation, I think, over some of the other more frivolous perfumes. And we have this one. This is Embers from Teone Reinthal. This is a sandalwood amber perfume. It has the most glorious vanilla in the world ever. Teone was, I think she was given some special magic vanilla beans. They were from, I believe it was Papua New Guinea, and she made a tincture from them and she put them into this Embers formula with real proper good sandalwood, and I think there's a little bit of rose and some other things. It smells slightly resinous, but the vanilla is smooth as it is absolutely gorgeous, out of this world crazy good. This one also lasts really long on the skin, considering it's all natural as well. So this would take me through a whole working day. And it's almost got like a spicy biscuit feel to it as well. So I'd say it's sort of gourmandish without being full on, like smells like a, you know, cake with synthetic vanilla frosting or anything like that. This smells really, really good. So yeah, I would probably choose this for an evening scent or cold day date. But yeah, amazing perfume. My last one is a decant. This was sent to me by the lovely Lizzie Rosen-Jones a while ago now. I sprayed this on my wrist earlier when I was debating what to wear tonight, and I was really close. I was thinking, oh, I would really love to wear this actually. So yeah, it's a Misia from Chanel. So it's from their exclusives line. Misia it's in the same ballpark as Lipstick Rose from Frederic Malle, and I would also say that it's similar to Guerlain's French Kiss, and now I think that's been sort of reformulated to become Rose Cherie. For some reason I love French Kiss, but I don't love Rose Cherie. Lizzie also sent me some French Kiss as well, and I've just got a tiny bit left, which I was also thinking could include in this video, and I was also thinking of wearing it on a date, but I didn't bring it down. So but yeah, so it basically is kind of like a raspberry, iris, violet, very slightly sweet, sort of vanillic, powdery, slightly woody, kind of dry down. Really, really pretty. And yeah, I could absolutely wear Misia, and I think day or night really. And again, I would just adjust the sprays depending on where, when, whether, and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is so nice. I actually think I might need to get a bottle, but I think it's on the wish list. But happy to have this for now. So yeah, that's the last one. So do wish me luck. I was gonna wear this top, which I don't know if I look like a clown. I was going to wear this top with my beige leather trousers, but I'm looking in the lens on the camera. I'm not sure I'm feeling it, so I think I'm going to change. So yeah, wish me luck, and obviously I smell amazing. Let me know what fragrances you choose to wear on your dates, and yeah, I'd love to hear that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.